Okay, I like Jim Justice. Man may have been a billionaire at one point, and he grew up with privilege, but this man still is more of a redneck than many folks out there, and I like him. He had this exchange with Kelly Loeffler, at who's the head of the Small Business Association, in a Senate hearing. Now, yes, I think that Justice is a little older than I would prefer for somebody to be in the Senate. I think we need some politicians a little bit younger, but Jim Justice understands certain things, and he understands that we need jobs here in America. And he talks about that at the beginning of this. And I was originally going to cut Kelly Loeffler's comments, but then I got to listening to what she had to say. And what she's doing in the Donald Trump administration is working to make sure that people have jobs. This exchange, okay, I might not get a lot of views for this, but I want this exchange to be highlighted. This is one of those exchanges that I'm just like, holy cow, this is a good thing. These are people that are working to make sure, no matter who you are, you have a chance to get a job. So let's listen to this exchange. Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. What we have here is a channel to communicate. I want you folks to be thinking about the time you leave my videos. Why? Because I'm tired of people talking via what other people tell them to think. So, watch my video and enjoy the chance to think for yourself.
Well, everybody, I guess right as soon as I became the chair, everybody left. So I mean, maybe they know a whole lot more than I know. But, Kelly, thanks. Well, thank y'all for staying. I mean, thank you so much and everything. But I guess I've got to recognize myself now for a few minutes. And so, and if Kelly, if you'll allow me again to call you Kelly.
Please, Senator. Yes.
I absolutely adore the job you're doing. You're doing fantastic work. And God knows this country needs manufacturing to come back to the United States. I mean, when it really boils right down to it, my little state of West Virginia is all about small business and all about opportunities and especially about manufacturing. And so it is so important. But I've got to tell you this story real quick. Think of forestry just for a minute. Think of our trees and what they give to all of us. In West Virginia, our hardwoods in only West Virginia clean up an equivalency of 21 coal-fired power plants a year. You know, if I could be a little bit corny, I would say we need to go give our trees a pat on the bark because they do so much for us, it is unflat believable. But now all of our industry just went away. All of our, for the most part, all of the cabinetry or the flooring or the furniture is gone. And just think what we do. Now let me just be as quick as I can be. But think what we do. We cut a tree in West Virginia. We cut a third of our growth in West Virginia. The trees are growing 3 times faster than we're cutting them. And then what happens is they fall on the ground. And then a small grade fire goes through our forest, and all of this carbon that's frozen in this right here, right now, it's frozen in this. All of it goes right into the atmosphere. What do? We cut a tree, we dry kill it, we put it on a truck, emissions go, we haul it to the port, we put it on a boat, emissions go, we take it to Vietnam, we make something out of it, back on a truck, back on a boat, back on another truck, and it ends up in Macy's. The whole time, we're losing our jobs, or we've lost our jobs. We're creating more and more and more of a problem because when we make it, this stays right here. It is amazing. And with that, Kelly, I would say just to you, This is almost a repeat of over and over and over what's happened to America. We've spun around 14 times, and all of our jobs are gone, all of our manufacturing's gone. We can't make anything now, and we're really upside down. Give me your thoughts.
Senator, thank you for your advocacy of Made in America. I frankly was somewhat surprised to hear your colleagues advocate for why should we make things in America? Why can't we make them offshore? I think you explained elegantly that we have the natural resources, we have the productive capability, we can do this again here, and that's what the Made in America Manufacturing Finance Act is about growing our capabilities in America. I mean, we've seen articles where we no longer make fasteners in this country, nuts and bolts and screws. Those are the things that built America. We have to get back to that. I'm so grateful that President Trump believes in American industry and the American worker, because we can do that. I've walked hundreds of factory floors. I have seen what's going on, and these incredibly skilled workers are grateful that this president believes in them and American industry. So I just thank you for fighting for that. And at the SBA, not only are we working on expanding the loan size, but we're also connecting manufacturers to local small businesses so that small businesses know there are 1 million suppliers in this country through our Make Onshoring Great Again portal that they can access to ensure that they are never again dependent on the Chinese Communist Party for their manufacturing needs.
Well, I would just end by saying to all of you that are here, Kelly didn't need to do this for us. Our president really didn't need to do this for us. There's been so many folks, and I'm sure there's senators here the same. There's so many folks that have stepped up, but we've got to absolutely follow through now because we're in a mess. We've lost a lot of opportunity. And with all that being said, now is the time. Now is our time. Our time to bring stuff back to the greatest absolute workforce and manufacturing folks on the planet. And so I thank you.
Thank you, Senator.
Now, you heard all that. Jim Justice, into mining and farming both. He also owns a couple of resorts that Greenbrier, if you've never gone to Greenbrier, you're missing out. Great place to go to for a visit. The only reason I've actually been there, or that I went there in the first place, is my mother actually worked there. Went to see her. Beautiful grounds, beautiful place. It's got a lot of history to it as well. Kelly Loeffler is someone who, Republican, but she owned a WNBA team, or part owner in a WNBA team. She also was in the commodities market with a company that she was a CEO of. She was CEO of a subsidiary to a larger company. Now, there are Democrats that are attacking her for all kinds of reasons, sure. And Jim Justice, I'm just read his Wikipedia site and I see the attacks on him. But both of these people know what it means to bring jobs, knows what it means to work in industries that are either under attack from without or from within. These are two people that knows what it means to bring in jobs and what it takes. So, I think this is good that these people are working to bring back jobs. You heard them. You know that they know what they're talking about because it's common sense what they were talking about. I wanted to highlight this just for that simple fact. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. So, folks, that's the story that I wanted to bring you on this video. And I just wanted to say thank you again for coming by. Hit like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff if you don't mind. Help me out. So, y'all have a good day now. Bye.